Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be sharing how to create the perfect bouncy blowout using my Dyson Airwrap. I'm going to be sharing and spilling all my tips and tricks, so let's get into it. So the first thing we have to determine is what product we're going to be using. Every hair type is so different, so I would suggest figuring out what hair type you have and what it needs. For my hair in specific, I have naturally straight hair. It can get a little bit frizzy, but the strands of my hair are more on the fine to normal side. So I don't want to go in with a product that will make it heavy or weigh my hair down. So what I'm going to use is the Grande Hair Full Boost Volume Mousse. So I'm going to go in with that first and just a few pumps of it. Place it through the ends of my hair, and also this stuff smells really good, so I really like it. And then I'll just work my way up my hair and just apply it towards the roots. Whenever I'm applying product, I always start at the ends of my hair first because I do not want to weigh down my hair, because my hair will fall flat very quickly because it's on the naturally straight side. The next product I'm gonna go in with is a hydrating balm. This is from IGK. It's called Mistress. So good, and it smells really, really good too. And this product I am not working all the way up just because it is a hydrating balm. I don't want to make my hair oily at all. I just want to add the shine towards the ends of my hair. The most important part of starting this blowout is to make sure your hair is not 100% wet. You want to make sure it's 95% dry so you don't damage your hair. So I'm going to go in with the blow dry attachment and just quickly rough dry my hair to absorb some of that water, and then we could go in with our curl attachments to create that bouncy blowout. If you have curly hair naturally, I would not suggest doing this because that could make it poofy and create a lot of frizz. What I would suggest is you go in with the flat back attachment first and just go through your hair to sleek it out. That's the biggest thing with the Dyson Airwrap and why a lot of people who have curly hair do not like the Dyson. So I'm gonna make sure our heat is all the way up, and so is the fan. I'm just quickly rough drying my hair. I am always picking up my roots throughout my hair to make sure I get a lot of volume out of it. I like to do this all around my hairline as well, just to make sure I remove extra frizz, or even if you have calyx, this helps to remove it as well. So my hair is 95% dry. I've had the Dyson for 2 years. I still have not ordered the extra long attachments, which I should have. I feel like I can never get it when it's in stock, so Dyson, if you want to send me the extra long barrels, I'd appreciate it. These work just great, honestly, and it gets the job done. The Dyson comes with 2 different barrel sizes for the curls. This is 1 inch and this is 1.25 inches. Usually for a bouncy blowout, I try to go with a bigger size. Normally when I am doing it though, I will stick with a smaller one because my hair drops quicker. If your hair falls quicker, definitely go with the smaller attachment. It will be a little bit more on the curly side when you first remove it, but as the time passes, it will drop to the perfect bouncy blowout. But for the sake of this video, I am going to go in with the bigger sized barrel. Another thing to take into account with these barrels is the arrows. That shows the direction of airflow. Usually when creating curls in the hair, I always suggest going away from the face. For this hairstyle specifically, I don't want it going into my face. So I wouldn't place this barrel on this side of my hair because you could tell the arrows are going into my face. The next important part of this blowout routine is sectioning. The way you section will really determine how that curl comes out in the end. So I'm going to first start by combing my hair back and then pushing it forward to find my natural part. Bring that part all the way to the back of your hair and bring those 2 sections to the sides. Start at your eyebrow and go all the way back like that. And we're gonna tie this up. I like to just twist it. You want it out of the way so you don't have to worry about it. And I'm just gonna pin this right into place. I'm gonna do the same with the other side, right at my eyebrow, and go all the way back. Now our sectioning is very clean and we have these 2 to work with first. So I'm going to attach my barrel and start on the left side of my hair. I usually like to start from the back, but because I want to show you guys how exactly I take each piece, I'm going to start from the front. By taking a small subsection, I'd say like 1 inch wide, you can't take big sections with this because you will not see the full curl and it will drop much quicker. I go all the way down, pinch my ends, I turn on my barrel and let the hair attach to the barrel. Rock it back and forth for a little bit and then you roll your way up as the ends are dry. If your roots are still wet, what I would suggest is starting at the top and just letting the airflow hit it first. So I'm just gonna slide down, turn on my Airwrap, and let the hair attach to it. And just keep rocking it back and forth. I'm just gonna keep going up with my hands and keep sliding the hair up as it goes. And then I will rock the entire section back and forth until it is 100% dry. You'll be able to tell that it is 100% dry by the shine in the hair. I'm gonna switch it over to my cool setting and let it sit there for a couple seconds until it's 100% cool. And turn off your barrel before you release it. Another key step, do not just release it with the barrel on. It will completely knot your hair. Just turn it off and release. I'm going to continue with the same exact idea all the way back. So pinch my hair, slide all the way down, let the air wrap attach to it first. Don't stress about the little baby hairs that will fly out. It will attach as you go up. Once I see the shine coming through, I just switched it off to my cool setting, and then I'm gonna turn it off before I release it from my hair. Like that. I like to curl an entire section before I use rollers. I just find it so much easier and less messy that way. Okay, so you could see the roots of my hair here are still a little bit damp, so I'm going to go in first at the roots and rock it back and forth until I feel it is 100% dry, and then go back to my ends and start that way. Okay, so we just finished our first half. Now I'm gonna show you how to properly place a roller in your hair and pin it into place so it will not move around as you continue the rest of your hair, or even if you want them to set in your hair for at least an hour or a couple hours. So I have a few different sized rollers. I got these from Target. You can get them from anywhere, honestly, as long as the sizing is correct. Usually at the bottoms, I like it a little bit looser, and as I go towards the top, I like it a little bit tighter. So I'm going to be using my bigger rollers for the bottom half of my hair, and I'm only gonna need 2. Of course, that's depending on your hair thickness, and if you need more, you could always add a third one into play, or use less if you feel you don't have as much and you could fit it into one. So I'm gonna split the curled hair that we have in half. Like that. I like to comb through with my fingers that first half of hair to make sure there's no knots before placing it in the roller. Slide my fingers all the way down, attach the roller to my hair, wrap the ends around, make sure they are placed and tucked away, and gently roll all the way up. You could break your hair with Velcro rollers. You want to make sure you are not being rough with it. Once it is fully rolled all the way to your scalp, you are going to grab your pin curl. You are just going to pin in between the roller and your hair to make sure it stays as close as possible. And that is it. So I am not pinning the actual roller to my hair. I am pinning just my hair so it stays as close as possible. If I were to pin the roller to my hair, it will flop down and be very, very loose. But if I pin my hair to my roots like that, it stays in place and it is not moving at all. So I'm gonna do the same with this section. Make sure you run your fingers through so there's no knots, and then just roll the ends into place. Make sure they're tucked away before we roll up and it's all smooth. Pin my hair to my roots. So I'm going to do the same exact thing on the other side. We are just gonna switch out this barrel attachment for the attachment that goes away from my face on the other side. You want to make sure you are switching them. Make sure the arrows are going behind you. So I want to show you actually what I mean by seeing the shine in the hair to know if it's dry. As you could tell, my hair looks very dry right now. So if I attach it, you don't see that shine automatically in the hair. The more it dries, the more you'll see that natural shine come through. Not only will you see the natural shine, but you'll see it become a lot more smooth and consistent. And that's when I know I could continue and roll up the rest of my hair. So I'm pinning these the exact same way, rolling it all the way up and pinning my hair to my scalp, like that. Doing the same thing with the last one. Okay, so now our bottom layer is fully curled and set in place. I'm going to skip past the front part. We're gonna do it the same exact way, but I'm gonna leave out my front pieces, your curtain bang area, because that I do a little bit differently. It will completely determine how your bouncy blowout will turn out, so stick around for that part because I feel that is key and probably the most important part of this entire process. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back and I curled the top half and put it in rollers. But I left this section out because I wanted to show you a step that can determine how much volume you get out of your hair. It's all on the elevation of how you place your roller that will determine how much volume you get out of it. So if I place it at a low elevation down here and roll it at the ends and just bring it up this way, I will not achieve that much volume up here. I'm not lifting the root at all. But if I want to achieve the most amount of volume, I am going to bring that elevation much higher, brush my fingers through. It's okay if little pieces fall through. We're gonna attach it as we go down. I have a ton of shorter angles and layers in my hair. If you don't have any layers or angles, that will not happen. But I'm just going to roll that in. As you can see, it is slightly over directing my hair, which will in turn make me achieve more volume in my hair, just like that. Now the most important part, the front pieces. So it does not matter if they're long or shorter angles, you are gonna do this the same exact way. Now, what I like to do with my bangs are merge them together when I'm styling them. So this way they're balanced on both sides. I'm going to subsection them. I'm gonna split it in half like that. I'm going to curl this piece first. How I like to curl my front pieces is always going into my face. So I'm taking the attachment where the arrows are going down and I'm going to roll it back and forth and curl it into place that way. I first made sure the ends were fully curled in and I was down here at a lower elevation, and then as it began to dry, I brought it up and I over directed it and just rocked it back and forth at my roots so I achieve a little bit more volume. So I'm taking another roller, placing it at the ends, rolling that in, making sure they're all tucked away, over directing it up and rolling it down. Taking a smaller pin curl, just like that. And I also pinned it the same. So I'm gonna do the same exact thing, but with my bottom layer. Remember, merge it together, comb it through, and start on the ends first. I put it on the cool setting. I'm just gonna release it. So it looks like that right now. Bringing them together, and then I'm placing another roller. And because the hair is shorter, it just stays right in place. I'm going to set my hair in place with a little bit of the Tresemme Ultra Fine Hairspray. This is a really lightweight hairspray. I'm actually obsessed with it. This smells amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna let this stay in my hair for 20 minutes just to ensure it is fully cooled down before removing the rollers. The longer you let it sit, of course, the more bouncy, the more voluminous, and the longer it will last you. If you have more time, let it sit for an hour or even more. But as long as you're letting it sit for at least 5 minutes, you will definitely see a huge difference rather than just removing them right away. So I'll be back in 20. Okay, it has been way more than 20 minutes, but I am so excited to take this down and do the grand reveal. I'm just removing the clip first, slightly bringing it down, then I'm going to pinch the roots closest to the roller. I'm just gonna keep slowly unwinding it, and as I unwind it, I bring my fingers closer to the roller. So this way it doesn't pull or snag on the hair. No breakage, no pain. As I unwind, I bring my fingers closer to the roller. So this way it doesn't break any pieces and it comes off easily. Even with our front pieces, you just want to pinch it so it doesn't pull at your hair. So I'm just applying a little bit of texture spray throughout my roots and towards my front pieces, just so it's easier for me to mold them into place. You could see how much volume it gave my hair already. So I'm just gonna massage everything into place. I am obsessed. As you can see for the front pieces, it creates the perfect balanced curtain bang effect. So even if you have longer hair, it will still create that curtain bang effect. And it honestly lasts me all day long. So I can't wait to hear how it works on you and if you guys give it a try. So let me know in the comments below. Thanks again for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.